Khubor Ka Taiew channel ni bidang subhai phi Khubor Ka Taiew kimat bokong san mentah Taiew bilang yakhi ke Tribal Congress hadeli bandawa pendam MOU bar pendrung iktir khasi Kendra ki pulit eka farmhouse jog banat marak kem nyokulai mer kisamla kenthei bachinram shakem banat marak na Uttar Pradesh Klarno ba Robert G. Lingdo Wembley Ministry Baran jog sarkar jala on Rashwa Assembly Kaikwat Shasiat Ubache Bengyam Banmi Pajba Kashi Poshnong Kathan Maurong Lada Omla Bengyam Body MECL Slokia the Committee on Women Empowerment Bajale Kambaman Hakajala Megalaya Yojimuto Pajba Naga Awareness Program Log Scheme Sorkar Hakashinong Pinthor Nagasong Pisa Khubor Ka Sarkar ni samla ki lampaw bating siya ni kami liakay. Pagkiwik-wik Khubor. Mendapat niya pahis ki Khubor banyak. Kaseng All India Trinamool Congress ringkal kejadian lang Dr. Mukul Sarma uba George V. Lingdo na Meghalaya berkiwik-wik kinoyalam juga ni kaseng kiwik pat kithan juga di India. Ila pulai kejadian ki hanong ba Delhi haka apun rutrik mentau benai.
Kini kita hik kalong ban dawa ban penduk no ya ka MOU ko boleh saya pada kami khabar ka Assam hal kita penbek put penbek Assam ban kom juruk la dawa ban penduk yak tin khasi ha ka khnit ba fara jong ka tis sha jong ka India.
So we are protesting to draw the attention of the government of India to take cognizance of the sentiment of the people of the state of Meghalaya in respect to the agreement which has been signed between the two state governments, that means the government of Meghalaya and Assam, to resolve the long-pending interstate border area dispute. Well, you are aware that there has been areas of difference between the two states along the interstate border. Now, any agreement that is being worked out to arrive at the solution must be acceptable to all the people, to all the stakeholders. And this was the precise reason why the people of Meghalaya expressed their the determination to urge the government to scrap the proposed agreement. When we are saying that it must be acceptable to all the people, means it should be acceptable to the people of Meghalaya as well as people of Assam. Here in the instant case, what has happened is that the areas which forms an integral part of our Khasi states and the areas where our people have stayed, lived for time immemorial are being pushed to Assam by this proposed agreement. Or rather the agreement which has already been signed between Assam and Meghalaya government and which is pending with the government of India for amendment of the Northeastern Reorganization Act. Now therefore, if these particular sentiments are perceived to be falling on deaf ears, people have reason to feel that the government of the day is insensitive to the sentiments of the people and are anti-people. That's why this unacceptable border pact between Assam and Meghalaya government must be scrapped. Now you understand that the aspirations of the people and again the overall vibrant diversity that we have as a nation revolves around the aspirations of our people to preserve and protect our identity, which revolves around also our language. Now there has been a persistent demand from the people of Meghalaya for inclusion of Garo and Khasi language in 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Now, having done all the necessary due diligence to qualify for inclusion in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India, we do not understand the reason why there should be further delay for the government of India to take action on this and complete this whole process for inclusion of this Garo and Khasi language in 8th schedule. This is inconsistent with the aspirations of our people, particularly the youth. You understand, the whole in the era of this globalization where people are looking at spaces of jobs all across the country, and also when you have the youth who are aspiring to offer themselves to serve the state, to serve the nation. Inclusion of these languages in the 8th schedule provides a space, or rather a platform for level playing ground for the youth.
Kasem All India General Congress kalalit ban hiar kasir beningkong ban penyar ke jeli jongka ke Themri Boy District ya ka bakalas dan namahati constituency ban penkre ke election jokasnam aja arpulai
ya kini ke jinglet keseng TMC la sedang napo ke hati constituency kum ke jing penkre ke election namali aja arpulai ha kini ke jela megalaya ha ka ba kini keseng san perthai kala yo sendan ban sei ke kertong ke bekinsai ban ai reng ha kini ke election ke Dr. Saralin Dorphang ke badairu ke khun trai jong MLA bat MDC barem ke hati uba PW Mukti ubladan lupa la ke senyang ha kini ke constituency ke barang Saadin Hari Boy District. Hakani ke jingle hiar ginang elam ke TMC ya ke balatip kum ke membership drive lai shim bantar ki hajar ngut ki paj ba nong shong shnong ke mau hati ki brapan paw ke mensi man krishane ke ne ke seng san perthai bad e ke kertong ke Dr. Sarlin Dorphang hakani ke sngi la thau ru ke kinhun jo ke seng Trinamool Congress jong ke mau hati constituency bala jet ru ki nong kit kam jong ka lawan pen scam bar akit bokit wiang ke Dr. Sarlin Dorphang Dagi nong yalam bah khmat jogani keseng san perthai u Dr. Mukul Sangma kemu President keseng hakajala u ba George B. Lingdo MLA Kamroy u ba James Lingdo Vice President u Dr. Fabian Lingdo General Secretary kentobru ikiwe ginong yalam ke TMC na Riboy District.
Hakani Khubor ngamla thanga ayo yo blei mo bangi la ya don lam kum ni how you completely bangi le bon kum ni kum bangi long hakani Khubor but lada ngan sutrei kum ga doktor leseng anun la mo ban nangai ya ka chin chakri ko ran kam ya ka than ko juni kum ba ka long nta ka chin long chin man jo ka than ma hoti juni hawa ne la long shisha kita ki bala sha even nila du kicing right pa hakiliang baro katakan penlong ya kami sinjunga bang shoes sa kum ka doktor chakri kum ka doktor henry nga iye no yang kakam ka bang chakri kum ka doktor ban mish khma hakani ka jili jo ka sangi ma sima khamba ngala ban por dien ya ikam ki bai pa ila juyalam niti kama hoti ki jongi hagislam khatsan slam meshwa ngioni kama hoti constituency jungi ka bai phoi phe ka bai shnan ka ba roi ka pa henry kini slam nilong shisha ki bala sha iben kupta ngamla basishon man pet ye ka than ka jongi bahkan long basa dia hen ngami jenis khmat liba kani ka party TMC.
Our intent of this commitment of fighting for our people have been to a great extent diluted and suppressed. All our efforts have been negated by some of the leaders in Congress. But our commitment to be honest to our responsibility towards protecting our people's right and their future remain the most priority for us.
Khubor Ka Jela Megalaya ka arpo artalik banta banai kalalit ban khenrai koi ka farmhouse ya ka balatip kum ka Rimpu Bacon farmhouse kabadon ha Edenbari Garo Hills District barkani ka farmhouse ka dei jong Vice President ka BJP Megalaya unit baru MDC Natura Ubernak and Marak
Habai kren mikla pathai Khubor hadien ka jingkhanra u DGP ka Jela Megalaya u LR Bishnoi ulai thu banakani ka farmhouse la yo ban kem nyo pulai ngot ki khna samla na ka ba apun rewot kidai ki kinthei bat sa pnyo ngot kidai ki shinrang la yo ru ban pula ya san ngot ki khna ki bla sha set ha ki kamra yakani ka jingkhanra la le ka pulet halor ka jingtip ba yakani ka farmhouse la penan kam na ka banta ki kam bi an la ni ki kam jaklia.
So yesterday raid started at about 6 p.m. It continued for 7-8 hours and they have recovered some incriminating documents, register, etc. The Tura police has picked up 73 youth. Out of that 26 are female and rest male. They have also rescued 5 number of children. The children were locked in a room And from outside the lock was broken, and after that, one after another, 5 children were rescued, and out of 5, one was female. And in subsequent search, they have seized nearly 37 vehicles and 47 mobile phones, 30,000 rupees cash, and 500 packets of condom and contraceptive tablets, and few other incriminating documents. The search, when I last spoken with SP Tura, the search was still going on. The case has been registered already at Tura Women Police Station under Section 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 of the Immoral Trafficking Act 1956. The owner of that resort, Mr. Bernard R. Marak, he is not found available at his residence or in Shillong. We got the information that he was in Shillong. When the police went there, he was not found there. So now the last location was in somewhere near Guwahati, and after that the mobile phone is switched off. So the investigation is continuing now.
Sir, the accused is saying that this was pre-planned and Meghalaya police is being used by some high and mighty, sir.
No, nothing like it. Meghalaya police will go strictly as per law. And the recovery itself indicate that something fishy was there. He has no license to run that. And then why the liquors was also recovered? More than 400 bottle liquors were recovered. He has no license for that. And 500 condoms packets were recovered. This indicates that it was run as a brothel, and the police will take action as per law.
Bharat Maharaj stated that the police has raided a farmhouse. Is it true that he said that there is no warrant without
warrant is not required because this was in continuation with the POXO Act, where one the girl has lodged complaint to Tura PS that she was taken to that place, that Rimpo's farmhouse or whatever they locally call it. It is Edenbari area in the outskirts of Tura, and there she was sexually assaulted. And after that, POXO Act case was registered at Tura Women Police Station. And during investigation and follow-up action of that case, it was later revealed that that place was used as a brothel. So that is why many 73 youth were detained there, and many of them were in compromising position.
Nakaliang Bernard and Marak utray jagari ka farmhouse ula panchayat bakani baro ka tang kajing pharap namar bo nang yalam ke NPP ubadairu menteri rang ba ka jala ula yoi ba ka seng BJP kalas dang ban kiu ha ka jala.
All the allegations and accusations against me is totally wrong. It is well-planned conspiracy to malign my image and to create a fear psychosis among the public and to the supporters of BJP. Since the BJP is growing and becoming strengthened every day, our coalition partner, mostly the NPP and its chief, Conrad Sama, has actually conspired against BJP by targeting me because I have won from his seat in the heart of Garo Hills, in the hill town, where tribals, Christians, non-Christians, everyone has actually voted for BJP, and now BJP is accepted as the next political party for the state of Meghalaya. And this has created fears, insecurity among other political leaders, and especially to Conrad Sama, who has directed the police to file a case against me and to gun me down. I am told that I'm a target, and the special order has come from the top to gun me down. So when I was in Shillong to attend the state executive meeting, I was asked to go to Shillong Thana, and as I was coming out to go to Shillong Thana, I saw 2 bolero and 1 police gypsy coming towards where I was, and I had to move out because it was Mukesh Singh. Mukesh Singh is the IGP of Law and Order in Shillong, and he's looking after the Garo Hills also. And I was very apprehensive because I had the information that they are trying to implicate me and if possible to gun me down. And I was surprised to see them immediately outside where I was taking rest. Then I had to move out of Shillong and I have to come to Guwahati. And I'm not absconding, I'm not evading arrest, but I'm just trying to be safe and to bring out the truth to the public, because they are highlighting the negative side of the story by the Hub News, which is sponsored by NPP. Hub News is sponsored by NPP, and they are trying to bring a bad name to me as well as to the party, because party is growing in Meghalaya and party is growing in Garo Hills particularly, and we are hopeful of winning more seats in Garo Hills, and it has become a threat to them, and that's why the entire drama, and they have accused me of running a brothel, a prostitution, which is totally false.
Umentri Ramba Benrap Jaga Sorkar Jala Ba Preston Tin Sangula Kenta Yakajing Ong Banat Marak Bagade Jing Kum Jaga Sorkar Jala Bani Kendrai Ka Farmhouse Jongu Barulakan Noru Ba Banat Marak Ula Persiam Penban Pelong Politics Yakani Habai Grand Baginong Thok Khubor Ba Preston Ula Kenta Ru Bakadon Kajing Ai Hukum Umentri Ramba Neka Sorkar Balai Kendrai Ka Neka Farmhouse OMDC Ka BJP Hagabe day bagajing kamu Bernard bau menteri rangba ula ai hukumi ki pulit ban siat ya biu ba ben penja klep namar ke jingting yo menteri rangba unsha rem ka election ka banwan uba preston ulong bakani ke jingkamu MDC ke de ke jingkran khlung khna suda
i statement ka Bernard kum akiu u ong ba kani brokhot de ke jingla u chief minister namar balai namar voting hana ba election how are polai ngatrai kata ka bakla namar ba ngong pi upulit unule ya kaduro kam flenda yo ya ke input ka babiang kalbe yo ke information babiang na kala kadao ngong pi kani kalong tang ban su politicize let's say na kanong kadao politicize na kalong jong ba ba na susi panong kita namar ba ngong pi problem nambah ba upulit ubut pan siap yo utriten man kalian ke balai wan hak por aktif kum kita I complain. We are there to protect you. Then like endal aligri lagi, ong penban bahan apa, upulit uang berpeniap. I think kata kalau kam kelung kena, then like ong pi kan yai kan, nyai up, ke investigation kadang ya cuma, din tu kata ong pi siapa ke, kiong kum kata. Benong kijing hukum, bin ong no chief minister ni, nangane no home minister kata kamdon ni. Kamdon pada nama kopi kamlam ke duty jong polis kolong badle
Uba Preston ulong ru bakani ke jing khandra ka de hadin biki pulit kilayo jing tep ka batikana halor ke jing long ktem auria
mereka ni gong pi kamdei ba kolong political kani gong pi input ka bagi pulit kayo kolong kablong 101% nak ada ka reach kasda
Tagum ke BJP ke kini ke rate ke set up ibal susna ka government
ya IP ngan ong komite ya kana it so happen ba undai pu member vice president juga BJP to lada mentakin pus ke police department kelayo pimurong tang made vice president lada UMDC sudah ong tamu lada tang made preston udah deputy sem ngom ong da pisngop kaya hamung kata nang daw ngi na kale government nga ong eti IT free hand ha ka police department ba kinle ya ka bedot kau
President ke BJP wa Ernest Mauri hak arbu saudari gunaitum araja arpuar ula persha ajur ke jingkno persha ubanan marak ubalong vice president ke BJP halor ke jingmi Khubor bau ke jaka demet haiden bari Uba Mauri ula aru ke jing panchai halor ke jaka ka baki ong ke farmhouse hindai ke resort ke beladan nadu usnam arhaja khakhandai Shushu ulong baka sorkar ka ban ai ka jiada ya ka jing im jong ubarnan na markat kum ka jia kran jong ubar ubarnan ula penpau baka jing im jong u ka don ha ka jing ma
fi na kaliang jong ni kum ka party ni sko persya ya ni ka jing mi haki kot Khubor haki printing media la ne haki electronic media baki tho ba ka dei ka brothel no ka jaga penya I kam dagat te korkomle jong ki administration ki badai hakate ke district kamtam DC wat SP ru kalong ko semua pelaba ki election tu jaka haji dor rangkat pat ketukan news channel ka hop ke bengiang bat ki peni yang tu ba ki rate dia tu jaka ya tu ka farmhouse ke baki yong andrei kat kum ke jing tip ke chunga ke resort ka dei ke jaka ka bahe ba ka bajangai kum ba 1 kilometer na potura ka baki ong ka Edenbury bat kat kum ka jingtip ke bangi yo ka bangi la ya kali na ki nong song snong jong katura bat ki nong song snong jong ka tu ka jaga ba marjan kane ka resort kala don nadu usnam arajar khat kendai ha ka ba kibun ki breu no potura kilet ban shongkai sek tu jaga bat nakaliang jongi yo chingtip ba ki ba punya yang tu resort ka ba dei jaga jong u Bernard ar marak u vice president jongi kishim ka bairung sispa tengka kata kadai ka bung yo chingtip but hot kadai ka building ka bung yo chingtip kadai lai mala but ha ka floor ka ba shapo lasnai ka kum ka hall ka ban podon kam ha bodon ki ba khawai bodon ki ba tho kat kum ki don kam jongki ba ha mala ka ba ar pat kala don lai photli ki kamera ki balong kum homestay ki ba mo long shubu ki don ki bawan ya tho ki bawan ayu ki asa ban ha kamera ka balai pat ulashna ha ta kom ban ai sha kini ki khna kini ki student mo ki underprivileged ki baduk ki ba pule ha sortura ki balik school don ki balik college ru but nang tu na thai play i ha ba police ru ki ong ba ki don kita ki minority children kita ki kinarit mo kat kum ke jing tip ke bagi yo kini kinarit ki dei ki ba wan na ka long yem ke baduk ki ba sa khunsuat ha ka ba u Bernard u sponsor ki ba kin school but ya kerten tu kina ru ila yo ki school don ki balik school untuk po Edenbury don ru ki balik school po Oxford Convent po tura te kani kerkom keno ba kadai kata ka brutal ame kata ka cakap penyat iki nong kam dakat te ngam semua hap kadai jang cing pun bunam tengah semua ba hang te po tura ki don bon kum kini jika sokai ki ba penyat iki riu simet dan rei ke semua pelapat balai basu sendat kali long pat ya kali ke jaga ke bau Bernard ke bari ke jogu ke pelong ba ya kini ki district administration makin naik ban kura bakin sis bakin peni gitu ki jing sis ki jong ki ba pher te korkom le kamre ke boha bat nga smau ba kamre ba ban pelong victim yu mo le say yo don ki ba pelong kum ka jing sim kuput yo kani kamre mana pelong kamre melong ka political ayu mo te ngasmo ba ban karpatru ya ka sarkar bahkan yada ya jing im jongo namar menne hak tu ki por men singi ngayo ka full call no bawang yang apa ka jing im jonga ka don haka jingmah my life is under threat kadika kamram jo sarkar ban yada yo namar ba si bentaru udai uno yalam jo ka parti kum vice president ba udai ru MDC bagi pai ba ki leje do potura kata kadika apil jo ngasih sarkar ba bahkan pelai ikum kata jing sya keno ba hakawai kaliang pat nga ong ba ai ba ka an kan tokit laraki syam ba kadon kum kata ka an kan syim la ka jong ka benda bat la don pat ki ba mud da kumoi pat ke jing tmu te ngasmo ba ngakarpat iki bakinum le kum kata ka jing tmu namar ba kan kata ya ka jala ka jongi kan kata ro ya ki beriu jongi
Harian ke jingkra ba ke jingsham ki pulit ke jala Meghalaya ya ke jingpenan kam ya ke rimpu bacon farmhouse hakikam auria ubarat marak vice president ke seng BJP ubaderu utrai jogani ka farmhouse ula phedre no
de haka janme jika ar phundre trek bantau panai la yo ban kam yu na ke jala Uttar Pradesh da ki pulit kani ke jala hi haba pentip e kani kon ke sangma menteri rang ba ke jala ulo ong bo DGP ulayathu bayo banat marak on sawan lam no shatura
I was just informed about half an hour, 15 minutes, half an hour back that the DGP had called me saying that the concerned individual has been picked up and now he'll be brought to Tura.
Umentri rang ba ke jala ulay thuru ba ke jingkhandrai ka farmhouse bat ke jingkem yo banat marak kadai halor ke jingdoni ki sakhi satar ki babiang
Whatever any party may say, this has nothing to do with politics. This has nothing to do with any kind of candidature or any kind of individual contesting against anybody. This is purely on the basis of what was going wrong inside there, purely on the basis of the evidence and the statements that have been given by the people, and also purely on the basis of complaints that have come in. So therefore, they may try to divert the entire issue and try to politicize it. But let me assure each and everyone that the evidences that have been collected are very strong, and there's a very strong case. The DGP had given a very strong statement last time. You've recorded that. So I don't see any reason for any of us to go into that aspect, and I would appeal to political leaders that in situations like these we must understand what is happening and try to do what is correct. And in these kind of activities is something that will ultimately lead to affecting our youth of the state. So one has to realize that and be responsible in whatever position you are, to realize that these kind of things cannot just go on like that. And as I said, that is enough proof and evidence to show that activities which are not right were going on inside there.
Uba RJ Lindo ubade uparaje kom Amprin Lindo MLA jong lain kra ula klan no hak ar kundai trik unai tu aja ar haying sa jamu.
Uba Robert Jilingdo ula deiru MLA barim jakalai inkra baru ula longru menteri jong kesorkar jela. Uba Robert ula klat no hadin buladan hapen kejistam kabala banyu ula katu kat nipor.
Uba Preston Tensong menteri ramba pendap kesorkar jela ula makajing klat no jong uba RJ Lindo kalong kajindo nong kabakrai kesorkar jela bari kejela hi Brockway.
Ya kani ula penpau hadin bulami na yeng jong uba Robert hakajingit skaulam ke jong u. Ulong ru uba Robert ulong ubri uba shisur kat uba kuat kecing mut ceperkat berkumjuru ubri ubam dan kanu kecing ting.
Ngang laya demta beti nadu ajar lai kumunong mikmat nang ta kum minister people'sly kajing yo kajing shem jonga kum ba ajil ndo ka Thailand nyar ben yo ubriu uba shisur shidur uba kuat uba bek bat kajing mut jeng berkat ya ka bade bele judon kajing ting kajing smith bat judon kanu jeng aktitin ya ka taw le teman kini ki kenjas ni hak khat pratrik jong ni nai nila yawan ban pet yai UCM banna kajing songka jeng imduna ya ka sau komedi bat hangta kajing penduk jong hidup ubriu balong smiling bat udang ajimut bun ke na kemuta kuno bang nang la kan sakri khamba na kemuta ka interest jong ki pajba jong jela jong ni tenga no nga oi pi haka hadin bi Amprin mena maria klat di pentip ke kolong ka jingdu ka bakrau yang aku uperlok ubaya jan bat ka baaru na kaliang jong sorkar ka jingdu ka bakrau bat kam tam ya ki pajba jong ke jela mikla jong ni ndai tang jela mikla ke jingdu long ya kanot isi brokoi mau ba aji lundo ngatai ngai tipa ubri ubalong sup opula bat ubri uba wat kari India berkue kam kanyu ko bat kanyu burom yo
Umentri ramba pendap kesorkar jela uba Preston Tensong hak sini kong Taiew ulama kesorkar kamla bachupelai paipa ya ka kai phot bala ID de ka kin hun tokin halor kajing syasiat ya uba Chesterfield thank you. Uba Preston ulai thu bakat kum ki an bar ki kindon ya ka kai phot an hab an ra shwa ka ying dor bar thau an jo ka jela kum bajule ya ka kai phot jo controller and auditor general uba Preston ulong ban kalian jo sorkar onda kala devan ra ka ka kai phot ying dor bar kan sa pemi pajba
bi kadon ka proses kebakaan juga kadon ba menta ba pinsuong ngin ai ngin make it public ngima naman ngaban le so po ka house yap le po ka assembly kata ka dik inquiry commission ki demand kan ki pajba tenai kong pi ngap pendep ya ke ka bagi dai ban le berkata kalau kat kum ka guidelines jong ka commission kalau mesti berhitung ya ke inquiry commission kamu ngihap ban le kalau take kum ka CAG report hap ban le po ka house then it will be made for public.
Da kajing slokia ka bajur halor kajing shale ben ki shupotali kishnong jong thai maurom namar kajing bam sam boarding tikana katrat MECL kasinjuk kirang bashnong jong Riboy district ha thai maurom raleban ai de kajing ujor halor kani shaw assistant executive engineer jong umsning distribution subdivision umsning
Hagani kajing let yakendu yu rangba officer ke MEPDCL umsning lalam khama do ba bibi makado kamu chairman lembar kiwe kirang ba shnong haba kran bigi nong tho khobor ba makado ula pandram jore ka jingle shiliang ki bor ba dei pe kem ECL umsning halor ka jing sam boarding ka batikana shakini ki shiposhnong namar ki pai ba nong shong kila ban yo ka boarding tang ka tu ka ni singi ka shitayo bat bon sen ki haban shong dum ban ma de ka jing ka baharukam ulai thu ru ba wat la kini ki shiposhnong ki long ki batikana bhai ka rukam ban se ka bai penan kam boarding hindre ka jing se ka la shulong pen ban ka jing pen serwai ka pisa jong ki namar kim yo satyai ka boarding ka batei hok ban yo
license sanar dukot gaju jaka hagaju ka jaka dukot license khati nangta ka ba ga long ba hag tu ga sni sikta ki sakot ki nong ka school ki beli school na school ka short kala hapo suro menen ro dang short kala hapo suro di kana school hap hauri kan sapoi ko sa ngini tu ipe ba kandon ke jing sa kandon ro ke jing ya mar raja hagi kena ap masih sekhlau sebelum itu hasurok ke bukli kali di kan te kita nang banya kan pang info ni waliman godam sono hapan pelip na do na musneng light sakit am musneng godam kalai ni tanggalan ngurang ke balik sipang ke baral sipang ke senar le betkut mengkapot kini i di pols menta di dan pols ki belakang yang sebantua imban ke jingjukan kaya ke bang imut man ong ba bukli ke long sono ke belat jungi Kabang isi itu sarang laga kini kisnong bro apa pergi kita kisnong di papalat dia ke aspas pos drong dia. Kita ni ba sispas pos drong ladang ikan average tang sispas pos liang kau kisnong bro. Lada sispas liang bro kamno bro ni. Boleh melak bertong temu wei tu dua lain man. Jadi kaya kabang isam kalong ba jinglip laj jong isne isam orang bro kalong compare ban ya ke wei pat kisnong. Kalai kadon ndrengim juyo sipang la ai jauh balat kot kabaral kababon kalong ba kadai jing tukut jing sana ini tu ipi batang apa umneu tayo menta lai sien ke jing tukut sana hagaju ke jaka saha ke wi ke jaka ke jing tukut kalong bomba lai sausin de jing menta kalong ba hagi mi si basakot lot ki kali ki skol ki beya yang ginong hikai ki beli skol ki sakot lot namar ba ka shot kalai kapok surok dengan buat kejing keli ke MSP atau ke MSP kami sel ke up haduk bandaja ya kejing yap haduk bandaja kejing mensau marla da shot kalai apa surok motor mungkin kali ki hab yang de kita ban up ban weng ban off ni kalai ke bangi kentu ni ke por ni wan ban kendu ban pan ya kejing sai ba nagaliang jongi di morong area nila contribute cibun kejing dai bat ki belai nila se regular ki belai Henry smosi ban itu ipi bahaduk mentang ngimdon ya regular lineman ban train buni betray mental arsnam usulong tangpu surap mon sekolah prasnong pertan jong inang ni ngimdon yo lineman te sano kain ke belai ke bangi siu man lau bunai ke lai abatang yo neu nong tray bo prajar spo jaru kin la ban siu te ke ba kam so si susu kolong ba di pols rajan kumba marsiteng ke bela satang bentukut disainar ke besudukut lentar man kapor lada dai belip lut ke lai baro kowe ka state la ne barok kowe gadong ribhoy la da dei galut seding makin pertrekam ngim skoi ai henry ka balip ka jinglip la changi ka long ba ka dei ka jing tukut jung sanar ka dei ka jing hab jungi baral ka ba ka kalai kadon ka power kadon tinda khen jingi la contribute chibun ngai jingi dei na ribhoy
Namar ke jing kuman jadi bor sarkar ban ai ke nuga jubab halor ke jing sateng ke kam ban te ya ke ying school la ne ke jaka puli jaka polytechnic ha ke shnong nong khra ke senjuk ke rampa shnong jaka thain nong khra nong lingdo ke la berngem ban shim no ke jaka bala ai sno bha shaka sarkar jala
kani garai jaka senjuk ki rang pa shnong kala long hadin ba ka sarkar jala khamtam ka tanat badai pe kam shim la ai ke nuga jubab la kan beteng ne ban pindep Bante ye kate ke jaka puli jong ke polytechnic kabla ino kongreng mental palat san snem la berkedo hang ni baka jingte ye ke jaka puli jong ke polytechnic lamang ha ke jaka bla asngo bar ke shnong nongkra house nem aja khatra ha ke jingmang kabla kot kumba nyau kruting kai ha kabla buru ye ke por badai ban pendep apo ar pesau banai hindre dei hadin ke jing pelat pisa ke sin ke beningkong ke balong kumba ar kruting ka kani ke project kala shusa kun no kongreng klam da la ban pendep tar hadu kini kisngi ki bamentang ya kini ki jingle jure be kini ka jakala lam khamat doba ls pam shong chairman jogani ka sanjo Uba Cyril Maring, Secretary, Ulingdo Karaj Nong Lingdo, Ba Sensi Lingdo, Uba Celestine Sinkli, Rang Bashnong Kanongkra, Lembar ki Rang Bashnong Kibe Kishnong Kibaha Popo Karaj Nongkra, Bat Raj Nong Lingdo.
Nisong kias kedai hakabanung kong nalu kebasdang. Ba nagaleng jong ki atli ki dorbarai. Nila ai sobha sa kasorkar nagabanta bantay ya kanika politik ni hangni. Kaba nagaleng jong ki nongrep ya kanika jaka nalu ki wiso tron ki baladon hangni ki thong ki tep. Ki ai sobha babli sa kasorkar lengba jong kini ki atli ki rai rangkat bat kini ki rengba sino. Nila ai ke jingkro jingta sa kasorkar ka dulir tendau no dong sedong tenrei ke basosi kalong nadu arajar khatra khatndai mentala pemasau slem nale san slem duna nagaleng ke sarkar kala chui jinja bala pansange ya jingpei hangne nagaleng jongga rai ki asli ke dwarai ni sosi bangi ai sngobhangi ai free of cost ya kan jaka sa sarkar deka sarkar pat kale kamkai habidei bat kane ka jingmu ka babha ka jongi barwan ra ki development sa kane ka thai ka jongi
nang ne idon kini ka memorandum kambolong ting kho ye ka ban judin ban lebu sisindot mentak ki ha ka office yang duty commissioner di boy district nang po bat ba langba kane ka memorandum kermen ba ka sarkar lan ka department dan beliau ya telah menjadi bantuan dari kampung masyarakat ya seperti day jadi kita teknik kita manusiakri ban ai jadi nang kita dong kari kita ini
jadi kejubab na ke bangyo tolong ba ka sarkar kam siam la penlan ya ka sisa wat hadu menta ka bawat pe kat kini kam ke pelapa sang ban peniai dari nagaleng ke sarkar yang kepat bahkan subha ban simkia mardor habis kam ban siuno sia kontraktor pada benjo ya ka pisa pilai namar baula pendut dak pelala jong dari la dak sarkar kamla ban simkia mardor habis de gone ka kam nagaleng jong ni ki aterli ke berai ni ngin le dak wei pat ke denti bat kata kalong nilai keren atli ki dorbarai bat kini ke sunjuk inoi lam snong kiri khmat kiri rongba bala kumno bakal sarkar kemla ban simkia hak bakut jong leu sunem ni bense ban pan phai pat ye kini ke jaka sya ki rusimet ki bangi la deb ya thit ki la deb ya so ya sang bat ki dan ngila ban kamtrai na ki atli ki dorbarai bangi la ban aisha kano ke department kaba kloi berwanra dia kajing mentoi jong upai ba babun malang sakane ka khain ka dong ka jongi
penakayang hingi samla nagu basdang abang i bakane ka school ba kabayang ngane ka khain ka dong ni dap pen dokumen abang samla hiyo kalat akbanwan mentule hakane ka amara kane ka dong pethan ni don cibun ki samla tiba don syakasap ndre kalat kamdon de lamba kajing don jong kane ka politik ni kalong ke jingkat khu ke bekrau ya kene ka dong pathan ke jong Henry katba dang mi kisngi kipor ka jing pentre ya kene ka school kadang suki tengi kerpat kamtam ya ka government hi bakan sim no ya kilat kilenti hak bapan penstet na ka banta ban pendam no ya kene ka school namar ada kene ka school kasakut kalong kajing dunong ke bekrau ya ki samla hakane kathan jumi tena kalyang jom ki samla ki kerpat jur fesin ya government pakai dai ban le no kamploi na kota ban pendep ya kane kaying nang kalong kajing mentoi yang ni ki samla
Ka Committee on Women Empowerment jongga sarkar jala kalapan pau kajing skokya ka bajur halor kajing nang kiyo ki kambaman persyai ki longkme ba ki kenthe khna ha ka jala megalaya
Habakren Club Thai Khubor Hadim Lawai ke Jelang ke chairperson juga committee ke Kong Amprin Lingdo kalong bo SP ke East Jantia Hills District Lapentip Shaki bakidan hadu Arpendel Tali ke Jingjia Thambor Persha ki Longkmi bat ki Khna kibla deb ban register ha ka district nadu Kelalingkot hadu mentang Lo kata kalai thuru bala pentip ru shaka panel shapang ke jingja hajaliar haga baka kurim kala shapan yap halau kurim bat kurim jong karo mentau la yap bat ki purit kidang pelong ya ke jing token haka bay day pat bat ke jingja hanong ra haka ba arut ki shipara kala shapan yap hokpa kate ke nong mi khmat kalai thu baka jingsi ka bai luksan ka blong san lak tingka shaka te ka longing kala ya chakmat bat lakmi lenti ba hapo shiposngi on la ban pendap no.
And we are pleased to know that finally the social welfare has already processed the ex-gratia payment to be made to the family, and likely they will be getting the payment in the next 10 days. The status of the case is also in a very positive foot, because we are told that the police are way ahead in their collection of evidences and presentation of the case on behalf of the two victims who lost their lives. We also spoke to the police department led by the SP of East Janti Hills, where we were briefed that the one case in Janier in East Janti Hills, the police are now conversant. Wife who was killed by her husband, strangulated by her husband. That particular case, now the husband also was killed, and now the police are also investigating on that as well. We were also able to talk about crimes against women and children in Janti Hills, where the SP has informed us that from January to date, 26 cases of crimes against women and children, including POCSO, have been registered. We requested the East Janti Hills SP to again get back to us and give us all details of the 26 cases.
Hagi Khubor MLA Kamausan Ram Obederu the Kochakaneka Committee, Ulong Bagla Bathaika, Tanat Social Welfare Jonka Jala, Bakan Shimkia and Pej, what a Jilong Jingman Jokami Jokiteki Kulung, but Kumjuruki Para Jonka. Dagapapan Pau Pat, a Jingpenya, Halor, Jingjur Parat, Jing Armet Kikana, Kiberang Haki Katsnem. Ka chairperson kalong bagla kintui ka tanat pulit ya ka tanat social welfare ka women's commission ka child protection commission bakinya wan lang banya khun halor ka te ka benta habaro ki benta jong ka jala.
We are very concerned about teenage pregnancy. Once again, we are highlighting this to the communities across the state of Meghalaya, and we have requested the police department, the social welfare department, the women's commission, the Child Protection Commission to all get together and aggressively handle and combat the rising numbers of teenage pregnancies in various parts of the state of Meghalaya. We were also able to discuss briefly the conditions of the 5 minors in the recent raid in Turang. And we have requested the Department of Social Welfare to come back to us on the 8th of August to tell us the status of these victims who once again have been seen to have been oppressed, and crimes have occurred against these minors. La Khubor Ka Taiew nong trei jaga 108 kila pelong ke jiaki bandawa na Khubor jala makade bachimti no hi yakani katna trei kam.
Habai kira mikla bathai Khubor menteri katana ka koi ka khia James ke sangma ulong baya ka jing shakri ka 108 jupan ya da ka sarkar ha ka no ka banda jong kari hele la pen ya be da ki ken hon chimen kum taw la ken tu ye kini ki nong trei jaga 108 balai phai no shala ki jong ki kam ki jam namal ka lakta shiboni ki paj ba ya ka bamenta uang baka sarkar kadang pej penya ya kani ke jingdwa jongki bat ba on sakhat tender da ka bathamai ban shimti ya ka jing shakri jong kani ka trat trekam.
We have already met the association, and we have told them that this is an emergency service and this is something which affects lives of people who may have certain medical emergencies and may need the services of the ambulance. And to have an agitation like this is very unfortunate, and we have to express this to them that they must cease this kind of agitation immediately and come back to work. And their demands, we have heard them, and we have also conveyed to them that look, there is no state in the country that runs the 108 emergency medical response system by the government. There's no state in the country. All of them have been outsourced to private parties, and even in the state of Meghalaya, this has been going on for the past so many years, where GVK has been running this 108 services. However, due to to many reasons, we have done an audit wherein we have found out that there have been many lapses, and in terms of the performance, it has not been up to the mark, and we are going for a fresh bid wherein we want to seek and see where we can get a better player to come and operate the 108 services. And this has also been one of the demands of the association, for which we have gone ahead and we have got a tender, and it is going to happen very soon. But unfortunately, the association wants to continue, and knowing fully well that there is no state in the country which or state government in the country which is running 108 services, because it is a service which requires 24/7 attention, and this is of a nature which involves emergencies. So therefore, these kind of services are best operated, as has been seen in the entire country, by operators who are well versed and experienced in this. And that is the reason why we are also going for a fresh tender, wherein we will be engaging new agency or company to run these services. So it's unfortunate that the association is doing such things. And once again, I would like to say that they must cease this, that this is an emergency service, and God forbid something happens, then the responsibility will fairly and squarely fall on this association for this any kind of unfortunate, if anything unfortunate were to happen.
The Confederation of Riboy People kabla kinjo ashkaling khu snam kaba arbasam hagar punyo tering taw banai kala yoru berpin thamai kalama jongka da kaba pin hamno kalama barim berpin her kalama kaba thamai
yagni ke jingpin hiare kalama barim ba jingpin here kalama kaba thamai jongka kop lapulong kerpang kum shibenta ke jirakhi ke lingkhu snam jaga jubli rupa jongka seng hagaba lapulong ru ek Central Executive Committee banya theria tai hlor ki mat ki jura ki bakum ka seng hi ka don ban yeng rasong ban nang penjanai ki kam shakriyo paj ba ka jai ban rio bar kari ka jala hi brok wei ya ka ni ka jelang la pulong ha yeng dor bar ka nong po Riboy district lawan ban aimen sim ya ka ni ka sngi do ba SSR khar babon principal ka Riboy college ku mukongsan uba Doris Sulen founder president ka kop uba bandari dan tathiang president uba Marcus Makri general secretary ugersham had Vice President, the Lord ki President, but kinong kit kam jagi circle ki zone ba pair.
Kalau mana kalian jo ka central body, ha ki por ki bang sawang, ba kenlek bang jurup chua sertifikan ki ba pila, kadau mentak. Kata sana Northern Riboy, bat sa Western Riboy, sa jirang Maoti bat ikan Ongden, kenlek bang jurup chua. Siya katuka tang, ya kajing don kam jong ki briu, ki kajing jong ki, bat ki kila bat pila banyarak. Kata kawai, kenapa ki briu kila macam ya kaseng jong ki. Kabar haju ka poru pilih ban jurit, ya ki kon samla ki ba kuloi ban wan syakaman, ban kesyang ya kaseng jong ki. Bat hadin kata. Anda play lumlut yaki jingdon kam kiba pidon kam nangta pila barseng ya ka zone jongki syaki to ki atli maka jing klangi jong ka central body kasyong kajiklan jong igre.
Habakran bigla patai khubor ba bandari dan tathiang kamu presiden ubarang penteluni ki kam syakri jong keseng ulai thuru ba gajing thmu ka bokong san jagani ka jelang kabla pelong hakani ka sngi kalong ban yather yatai halor ki mar ba pher ki ba kaseng ka don ka benta ka kraw ha ka ban syakri ka dong ka than kumjuru ban nang pen khlan yarau kinjri ki jing tre kam ha po kaseng da ka ba pen so the de shna tre kam ha ki shnong ki thau bar ki khon samla kham tam ki than nong kan dong
mentang sing di don sibun gi isu me kerana kaseng khamtam kowe ka imlang salang kalong ba ngin pen kesan ya ngin pen khanye ki yeng sam mo khamtam ki member nginde ban le kam kai ka jigem ni haban long ki ta ki rishat ki bas kam me ka yeng sam kata gari ga isu ko ba don kam ma ka bare kan urim ko bang don kam ma ban hagi imlang salang
Banai jingte baji kai shiki pai ba halor ki scheme sarkar repair ko office jong Meghalaya State Legal Service Authority kalapulong ek program ai jingte ka bashisni hakashnong pinthori boy district
hagani ka program lawan bani shimbanta ru judge ka high court kumjuru executive chairman ke MSLSA u justice HS thank you kumukongsan ringkar ka jordan lang ubi joshi MHJS district and session judge kam chairman DLSA nongpo uba HC Lindem director DHS MI uba E Kharmalki MCS secretary social welfare lember ki we de ki rangba officer na kitna treka ma pher laidon lang ru kinong ilam shnong war kinong shnong ka shnong pinthor minsan lom sentung bat den bathyang haga jingkran jong justice HS thank you ulai ke jero akabakrawi kitna trekam sarkar ma pher kibla mi shakmat ban shimi ka ni ka sinjam ka bakong san ban ai jing tip jing nang chiki pai ba nong shong shnong jong ka themri boy district halor ki scheme sarkar khamtam na po ke NALSA bagi pai ba nong shong shnong khamtam ki tu ki riu pai ba ki bedan jing tuna ha ki khatmet kin yola ban priang ki bakum ki ni ki jing mentoy
legal care support center mut hangta la ban yo ka jing rap mentah ki don kita ki ong ki PLV ki dei ki paralegal volunteer udan haman kashnong hane kashnong jung phi udeu register wel molong nang bakla tiuni ur paralegal volunteer udei ki balai training daka malsa mdei tang mani rak phi haki khap mdei ula ban penyasuk don ki gijing ya kaja ki berit baria posnong bonon rak ani sutho tiuni PLV nga shimet nga kwa ban khambun si PLV hamang kashnong balang bani PLV funam hablet support di district legal center ru tapi su batai PLV ular batai phi kumno mdei tang scheme kunu pinyo ajing rap habon kiliang te kidon ki legal aid clinic ru kum ha umyam PS apo sning OP nang tanam mentaki kentei kerpang apo nong pot kadon te riboy district kibun adu umling sning nang ta bharombong block office berhak kidon kini ki legal aid clinic te shibenta kalong ki scheme bagi pilih nak fi shibenta kalong bapinyo ay kahok ng pikat kum ki an blak bo di sarkar India ber parlimen te nganum kran chu ispan ki an namar ki la bo ni la batai mende bade bi khlung khna bade bi ki long kemi bade bat hak hakayat kayen ka disaster nang kono ban kentiu ya ka jingyo jengkot ki bon ki scheme bat ki an ki bade palak ni rabe fi te hablong kum kini ki jingalang kum gana mela blong tagasni piyo la bapinyo iri shmat ajong bapinyo snodi shton ajong ba kumno ba kidon kini ke scheme kumno kidon kini bla bla jarap balang ba jong phil pen sapriang ke kisnong khapot snong bro bon ke bra banwan ta sni hingni bat ngapen kit kata ka jingkit pi ba pidai ban kano ko kamram ba pin tip ke bro
Balpin Pai ke chingai jing kai jong ka BBS College UMLA ke Shillong West ba Mohendro Rapsang ulai smo bhar ka song pisa ka ba arlak san prahajar South Patanka Shakanika College
habakran hakani ka sngi ulong bana kalyang jong ulong bakloi barabor ban yarap hakabai de bakajing pen bhai ka puli puthi hakajala
this is not my money, this is my MLA scheme which I have to give to the public. This is not my personal money. Why I am telling that it has to be given to the college, to the school for development? Because as of now, technology is changing. And the moment I entered there, I said, wow, this is too good. You are having a smart classroom. I said, well, this is also a part of the technology which is having now. So this is also what we are doing as a part to enhance the knowledge of connectivity. So this is something which we should encourage, where it will set an example to the other institute also, will set an example to the students also, which they should acquire. What is the latest technology they are having? Not unlike during our time, we will have only a teacher and we student. That is what is earlier. But now the technology is changing, so we should try to observe and take this new technology for enhancing our knowledge.
Balpinde pensa ikajing tanah jangkawa umyam ke Kiu Shaprang Village Organization ringkat kerja trilang jangkador basnang maulnya kelapeloi ikajing penkhui ya barok saudong jangkani kawa umyam.
Yakni ka program latip kum ka clean umyam campaign balawan berkershan lang ka Kiu Shaprang Village Organization dekat terat trekam jaka Meghalaya Basin Development Authority kisamla puli ke UCC Zoology Department lembar ki dorbar shnong ki badan hapane jangkani kawa umyam. Laidon lang ka program kinangyalam jaga shnong umyam maudon umsaw umyu barkiwe de kishnong babarjan haka balawan ban Armin Sim de ikong Ironja director ketenat soil and water conservation uba Iban Swear director ke MBDA uba Stevenson Kharkrang rang ba shnong ka umyam barkiwe de kiriu rang ba
kani rangdai kan ka Islam kumba ke ga ba ong ba Iban nalu bangina habani kuli shabab nanguan thai na akisi shuti Itang supay hangin hadam las mo to de ana pakalae jin pakalae pana kita ke long kipin show kan lo kipin show be dadawan ida kham na saba dade kitores itang supay hangin shisha na long epi ke da isho be shisha na jaka juni kasulong ko bang baaran ya kami ko ga balang hagani ko pung ko kawan na artili diwa na son away kadai na kawa shulpi away pat kare na kawa umpra hanya to ya pi akayen ka bangasa halapalan hasinda jonga hasinda yin jonga kadai bakawa umpra inado mende bangawan kai bangawan sene nga perkat kami ke ikaman pakla ya kami ka pum dasna hausilam siaja tindai spa hiru ko tapi jinya jonga ni ka pum gede aspa ar hauswe kilometer perkat maroi Ribu asnem kajaban na payakren sa kiway patiyan ayakren betang ka ega bangayo imam kasni mi batska hasinda kayin jongan ibriyo kini kipanhanaru kipunto ibe sa station na ka nasa halapalang lo kasinda bakanongra kaya kau ni tawa kan na po din yen jongan namudor maray ki plastic na ki diapers ilong lele ki abra beto sawa nang tu suki mo dai ken batanda kan ni kawa ka pinjoni kemudian mo pinanta dawan sa ka jur slap donation ni kano ukendo usap ubawan bantu hagani ko kumba ang mena i vice principal kami kapung lamang bakanne harus spasnya mentala ya indre ko asnem tang mentaru iskat science na nibu kilada kain kilada dia kilada analyze ba kata ka bagi ang hakareng facilitation kala ruben hati kati amne sakat halor kati sa kijawa jaban ng ilason kadai na tagadaw kumbaga jite lang yung kiyama so kinisnong kaya saudong saukun jong gani gopong engka kabajinya lam jong ba Iban ismu burome ki bagi yo isinai ba kala dai kapor bangin penko ino ya gani gopong
kajing terwa mata kalong ang create awareness jungi naladap kani tang supay ubray Oktubar salay ba ngini perlang no kajing mare res kiji ba kenang ba hangdaru ngini la bani thui kiji tong ngini perkoi ya gani kapung jungi wan no people ko ngini penher ngini perlang kajing her res kiji ngini perlang kajing penher ko kudi ba ngini perlang kanono jela ka ni la ka jong ngini thot no da ka sport jungi ba puni penbai ngini api kisna umne ba penbai ko sport department api kisna penbai kala tin khun kala ting ma kanono jela ka ini penbai ni mo pi ni le ni kanang banora ya ka jing long awareness ke kibe bede ba mangi ki traditional ni giron ka ma tu ba
Hagapnyo tering matau banai ke Sarkar Jilla Limbang Tanah Directorate of Sports and Youth Affairs kelawan cakhamat pan Khubor buram yagi samla ya lekai kibla tingshan bar kibla khori kita kama per hak je lekai kibla long hak sama ya lekai jok senam aja khanyo khatra
yakni ka program pan Khubor buram la tip kum ka launching of cash award scheme kabla long hasoso tham auditorium Kejing pen Khubor buram kalong ya art spotlight puing ngot kinang ya lekai ki bakin thup na do ka Olympics bar ka non Olympic discipline Hakaliang ke Olympic discipline kinang yele akai ke bla shapen Khubor buram ki kintup nadu kinang yele akai hakajele akai climbing athletics archery football shooting boxing taekwondo bar ka badminton kadba ha non Olympic discipline par kinang yele akai ke bla shapen Khubor buram ki de ki bla pau bar khori ki takma kum haka arm wrestling kickboxing jeet kuni do karate mixed martial arts bodybuilding muay thai bar karate do Ukongsan belawan banyadan lang hagan digesni udah menteri rang ba kejelau karat kia sangma. Ukongsan benrap udah ba bantai do lingdo menteri beripej Jakarta Sports and Youth Affairs. Ringkar kejodan lang ru Dr. Vijay Kumar D IAS ubla ai ru ya kejingkran mat phang.
So this is a very small way of thanking each and every one of you and congratulating each and every one of you for achieving what you have done with whatever little support that you receive from different individuals or organizations or government in whichever way possible, that you have been able to do so much. And hence this is nothing but a sense or a token of appreciation for the hard work that has been put in by you and for the laurels and the different medals that you have won for yourself, association, and as I said, representing the state also. So apart from the small cash awards that we have given, let us also take this opportunity and this moment to congratulate each other. So I would request all of you that let's give a round of applause to each and everyone who's present out here for doing what you have done of making each one of us proud. In this whole process, we also realize that associations have played a very important role. And as was mentioned by the Honorable Minister and also the Commissioner Secretary for Sports, that in the past, we have seen that the kind of support that needs to be given was not being given, and the engagement that we need to do with associations and sports persons was not being done at the scale that it should be done. And while I say that, I'm not trying to claim that we are doing a lot. There is a lot more to be done. What we are doing may be just, one step at a time, as mentioned by the Honorable Minister. But what I can tell you is we are in the right direction. What I can tell you is that this government does understand, appreciate the challenges you face, the opportunities that are there, and realize that we need to do more to be able to promote and push and give you that opportunity and chance to follow your passion the way you have been doing in the past.
Hashol penkut niya pai biang skimat pakongsan sa Chisen. Yakhi ke Tribunal Congress Hadeli Bandawa pendam MOU bar pendrung ikaktir khasi. Kendra ki pulit ika farmhouse jog Bernard Marak kem nyokulai mulki samla kenthei bat Shinram. Shakem Bernard Marak na Uttar Pradesh. Klarno ba Robert G. Lingdo Wemily bar Menteri Badan jog Sarkar Jilla. Panrashwa Assembly ika kaikot syasiat ubache. Bengem ban mi kwat ba kashi poshnong kathan maurong lada omla ban pendiang body ki MECL Skokia the Committee on Women Empowerment bajelek kambamman ha ke Jilla Meghalaya Yoji muntoi ki kwat ba na awareness program lo scheme sarkar ha ka shinong penthor daga song pisang Bentuk burang kesorkar di samla ki belapau bating shan hati kami liakan. Ban kiwe di Khubor. Hadir di Khubor lapoi jika pukul jika Khubor benda Ka Taiew ngizai siam yang bapi ha Ka Taiew ipar Ka Taiew kabarwan. Kublai pi baro bathiaso.